court to God. The white man is the devil.
See, I've been in here for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? And I see niggas, they like to talk a lot. They like to claim leadership. They like to claim this and that. You know what I'm saying? They like to be above what they really is and have authority. But they don't really need that authority. They don't really know what to do with that leadership. You understand? You hold hands with this white ass, need to stop and ask you to give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. See, everybody ain't with all that peace talk. Everybody ain't with all that. Let bygone be. Boy, ass need to stop and ask you to prop. It's about to get serious. When they hit us with dope and kill us with crack, where the fuck was your leaders? I'm curious. He cashed out on your blood, traded you in and bought a new biz. Ask you the prophets, I tell you the scheme. If you don't wake up, you gon' die in your dreams. I say you won't tell you no more. I swear these crackers try to kill us slow. Just spoke to a nigga and fed he up on parole because of the COVID. It feel like the host in this world that don't go together. Nowhere is gold in the ghetto. I'm in the city blazing with my niggas. Just told the devil the score never settled. Yeah, see the prophets. I'm tired of these niggas keep talking about, you know, you respect my religion, I respect your religion. Boy, your ass need to stop and ask you the prophets. You know, like we all come together. Cause you know, they say God so loved the world. God so loved the world and know boy, your ass need to stop and ask you the prophets. Don't give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. Hey, gentlemen, we don't pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up. You know what I'm saying? Boy, your ass need to stop and ask you the problem. Step, I'm solid for show. To the fake niggas, stay silent, I got it, let's go. I ain't taking no loss, ain't no token when we got the flow. Ain't no peace, just play with your own. I'ma be loyal to the right arm. Tell him we can't keep it slate. And I can never let bygone be bygone. Got your baby mother on high, got your baby pants through the fire. See the prophets, that baby soul belong to the Lord. How dare you abort it? Devil will failure, bitch, I can afford it. I prepare slaughter, you bring me my water. Plus your leaders weak, let them lies slip through their teeth. Their ass need to stop and ask you the prophets.
That's just the reality, Christians. I'm sorry to hurt your feelings. I know your pastor lied to you every Sunday for 30 years, but that's what the church is for, lying. That's why they exist, to lie the money out of your pockets.
Boy, your ass need to stop and ask you to give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga.
See, y'all think it's just about us in here, but this is about an oppressive, fucked up system designed to keep niggas down and shit. Y'all wouldn't know nothing about that. What about you, little nigga? You know about that?
Yes.
Oh, you know about that? Tell me what you know about that. Tell me what you think about that.
I turn up when it's real in the field. This for my niggas that kneel on the field. Light-skinned nigga, you gon' find me in the field. House niggas looking at a nigga like chill. I go hard when it's real in the field. This for my niggas that kneel on the field. Light-skinned nigga, find me in the field. I don't give a fuck how a house nigga feel. Belly of the beast, we been living in hell. They like, damn Kai, how could you tell? Put us in the project, set us up to fail. Round here, bullets be flying like hell. Too many of my niggas either dead or in jail. Make a nigga work when you locked in a cell. Can't find work when you out on bail, but your homie got the work, so we passed you a scale. Got them birds like the Bible got quail. Niggas selling out cause they mama got bills. Turning to queens like Oprah and Gail. How you sell your soul just to get a little kale? They put you in a dress when you get a record deal. Wanna see a nigga getting high on pills? You can dance on a pole, you can sell that tail, but they never tell a nigga that he can go to Yale. We all created equal, that's white males. All lives matter, not black males. Another mother crying, another coffin got a nail. How many brothers out here got killed? How many of our sisters out here gotta heal? How many more caps gotta get peeled? We beef with each other so quick to pull the steel. George Zimmerman still alive and well. I turn up when it's real in the field. This for my niggas that kneel on the field. Light-skinned nigga, you can find me in the field. House niggas looking at a nigga like chill. I go hard when it's real in the field. This for my niggas that kneel on the field. Light-skinned nigga, find me in the field. I don't give a fuck how a house nigga feel. I turn up when it's real in the field. Feel. This for my niggas that kneel on the field. Feel. Light-skinned nigga, you gon' find me in the field. Feel. house niggas looking at a nigga like chill, chill, yo, chill.
The industrial complex is a system situated at the intersection of government and private interests. It uses prisons as a solution to social, political, and economic problems. It includes human rights violations, the death penalty, slave labor, policing, courts, the media, political prisoners, and the elimination of dissent.
They just want us to die in silence. They just want us to die in silence. I might start me a fucking riot, slave rebellion, no compliance. They just want us to die in silence. They murder minds like they got a license. I pray for the coronavirus to kill all of these violent tyrants. They prey on us like they poaching lions. World War III's on the horizon. Black and Hispanics form alliance. From the west coast to the islands, this pressure is making diamonds. They've awakened sleeping giants. I turn up when it's real in the field. This for my niggas that kneel on the field. Light-skinned nigga, you can find me in the field. House niggas looking at a nigga like chill. I go hard when it's real in the field. This for my niggas that kneel on the field. Light-skinned nigga, find me in the field. I don't give a fuck how a house nigga feel. I turn up when it's real in the field. Feel. I don't give a fuck how a house nigga feel. But feel.
Nigga, did you just say what I was trying to say, but smarter? I like this little nigga.
One West, 12 tribes, UPK. Yeah, I'm a One West rapper, no half-stepper. Cross that path at the camp, you know better. UPK, I'll die for those letters, I'll ride for those letters. The squad is forever. Ever since a nigga was young, I knew what I wanted. Knew that we could either be hunters or with the hunted. Meaning only choice was the predators or the prey. Showed this man wherever I was, but I didn't play. Then I started spitting, step fire to every stage. Rap gave a little bit of buzz, but it didn't stay. Then I started hustling, getting at some bread. I always went broke, making sure that my niggas fed. But then I looked for loyalty, niggas, they wasn't there. The same that I shed blood for, and it wasn't fair. But fuck it though, turn they back on a real nigga. It's when I found UPK and I'm still with them. Drill with them, cause I've been in the field with them. Fringed up garments, rocking the shield with them. I never turn traitor, I never let my colors fly. Never get my brother's book. I ain't like that other guy, nothing like them funny groups. They just better get in line. If you in the middle, you confused, you should pick a side. Me, I must stay loyal to the king till the day I die. I am One West, head beating in my chest. Fuck all the rest, we stayed, y'all left. Suckers ran scared, had to clean up y'all mess. That's why we took over, I can see that y'all stressed. We ain't got time to worry about no hater. My life is like a movie, should come with a narrator. They gather data, they wanna see us assimilated. Marching through the streets, know we coming, you hear our cadence. All you smell is Henny and frankincense is the fragrance. Cause I'm a One West rapper, no half-stepper. Cross that path at the camp, you know better. UPK, I'll die for those letters, I'll ride for those letters. The squad is forever. I'm a One West rapper, no half-stepper. Cross that path at the camp, you know better. UPK, I'll die for those letters, I'll ride for those letters. My squad is forever. It's forever. Squad is forever. When a nigga in this mode like I get so hyped, shining blinding like a strobe light. I'm my only calm, so I battle me back and forth nights like a bullfight. I see red charge and destroy might. Gave me foresight, so I know that winning the war might have them all tight. Fuck their feelings, cause they the soft type. I was always taught never turn your back on your brothers. Take on any enemy, know the strength in these numbers. UPK official, and ain't no coward among us. Don't make me go and bang with them sticks like I'm a drummer. How y'all gonna run with the style that we invented? You always talk the war was wild, but you never in it. All that coulda, shoulda, woulda. I see how you try to spin it. The way my soldiers move out, you think that we got evicted. This One West in the building, we owning it while you renting. Lyrical exercise in the booth is my Planet Fitness. Words move you like calisthenics. Bars heavy, so when I bench it, I'm building up a hardcore. I flex when I'm finished. And right after a light workout, it's back to business. Group sick of UPK, cause we the illest. I got one question, will they ever stop hating? Waiting on this war so long, I'm salivating. Niggas turn bitch so strong, I call them Caitlyn. I get the green light, it's go, no hesitations. Y'all just been holding our spot like reservations. Now we back to work while you suckers still on vacation. Mixtape singles and even collaborations. They smiling in the face, but I know I see aggravation. You ain't got to hide it though, you fucking mighty cone. UPK bringing that heat, you know the fire's on. It's One West. Cause I'm a one West rapper, no half stepper. Cross that path at the camp, you know better. UPK, I'll die for those letters. I ride for those letters. The squad is forever. One West rapper, no half stepper. Cross that path at the camp, you know better.
Shalom, we are the ISBK coming out of 1 West on the 25th Street, Harlem, New York, on the Commander Jenny Honor. And today's topic is chin checking your brother in front of a bunch of people is not brotherhood at all.
Right.
And another thing too is you're not defending that woman. You think that you're defending her honor. How you gonna defend somebody that don't have no honor?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You in reality, you're not defending your woman. You're not defending her honor. What you actually defending is what she does.
Right.
That's what you're defending. And see, this is why the Lord ain't with you. You know what I'm saying? You sit there and you defend a hoe. You know what I'm saying? And this is what is, you know what's messed up? This is what situation that the world tries to put black men in. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, they talking about that Will Smith was so, that he was right with what he did by defending his queen and all of that stupid stuff. And one damn thing, they ain't got a goddamn clue of what a queen even is. You know what I'm saying? They don't know. They can't give you one responsibility of a queen. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's a damn queen and a king. You know what I'm saying? And their little sons are little princes. You know what I'm saying? They don't even know what the hell those titles even mean.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The only thing what they really trying to say is it's whores and concubines. You know, raising the babies to be little baby concubines. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Little baby male concubines. While in reality, she king. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She ain't even a queen, she king. You know, but you know what? But we will find instances in the scriptures, which I'm going to go into that later on, where up under that Jezebel spirit rule is when a man will smack another man.
Right.
That's in the Bible. It's the only time you ever see it in the Bible.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's the only time you ever see it. When Christ, I'm gonna ask a question. When Christ said, you know, when somebody smack you on one side of the cheek, you know what I'm saying, to turn the other cheek, who was ruling during that time? When Christ said to turn the other cheek, who was ruling in rulership at that time?
Was it
Right, it's the Romans.
the Romans.
It was Rome, and Rome. What did Rome do? Rome empowered women, just like today.
Right.
Remember when they had a problem with the Apostle Paul, and it said, and they went and stirred up the chief women.
Right.
A chief woman. Where the hell you get a chief woman from? You know what I'm saying? A chief's supposed to be a man. You know what I'm saying? We get the chief. They went. Here's the thing. They didn't go to the dudes though.
Right.
They went straight to turn on to the chief women so that they can go and with that big blank on them big derby hats on and get all up in the Apostle Paul's face.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why they went to there, so they stirred up the chief women. These were women that had husbands that were in high positions. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and there were Pharisees and Sadducees. Now the women got a voice and all of that because it's mingling with the Romans and all of them too.
Right.
So when Christ said, boy, we're going to turn the other cheek, one thing that he was talking about also too, he was talking about when you got to couple that with this, that they should take you before kings.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And before, you know, the princes and high up people in the land.
Mm-hmm.
So if he smacks you and you try to do anything back, the Lord is not going to be with you.
Right.
Because the Lord said, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord.
I remember that.
Remember that
scenario we was talking about.
You know what I'm talking about?
How you can't strike the king.
Right. Yeah. Just like when it was a situation where the Apostle Paul, let's pull that up right quick. When Apostle Paul called dude that a whited wall. Remember that? And then they try to trap Apostle Paul up.
Right.
And because dude tried to downplay his rank. Just so he could try to catch Apostle Paul up and everything, right? And soon as, you know, Apostle Paul said something, and Apostle Paul had to, you know, let him know, look, I ain't know that you was the ruler.
Right.
Yeah, it's not like something that he did that I did intentionally because they kept trying to put him to death.
Right. That's like that. Acts 23:3.
Can you start reading it?
God, Acts chapter 23, verse 3. Then said Paul unto him, God shall smite thee, thou whited wall.
I think that's it. Yeah. I see what Apostle Paul's doing. That is a curse.
Right.
You said the Lord shall smite thee, thou whited wall. But one thing, when he called him a whited wall, did anybody know what he was really calling him? He was calling him a whited out. Now think about it. We gotta go back into the law, right? When the Most High was moving us into, the land of Canaan, the Most High gave, real strict instructions concerning you going into a house that has leprosy in the walls, right?
That's right.
And you was required to move the bricks that had the leprosy in the walls and move them outside of the city into an unclean place, right?
Right.
Now, when he called him a whited wall is a leprous wall.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you can get leprosy from the wall because of leprosy is in the stones.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And he said, the Lord shall smite thee, you know what I'm saying, thou whited wall. That was a mean curse right there.
Right.
That was vicious. That was worse to call somebody a bee or a hoe or, you know what I'm saying? That was, you know what I'm saying? He calling him an unclean defense of the people. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what a wall is made for. A wall is made for defense.
Right.
He's calling him an unclean. He said the Lord is going to smite you, you unclean defense of the people. And you're going to be cast out into the land of the unclean. And the Most High is going to build another wall up in your stead. You know what I'm saying? A clean wall up. Yo, that's a vicious, you know what I'm saying? Imagine you a ruler and you hearing that.
Right.
Whoa. Yeah, okay, dude. Now that's when dude try to clap back on the Apostle Paul in the next verse.
Okay. So Acts chapter 23, verse 3. Then said Paul unto him, God shall smite thee, thou whited wall, for sittest thou to judge me after the law, and commandest me to be smitten contrary to the law.
To be smitten, to be smacked. Yes, it is what he meant right there. Yeah, to be smacked contrary to the law.
Right.
Go ahead.
Verse 4. And they that stood by said, Ravelest thou God's high priest?
You see that?
Verse 5. Then said Paul, I wist not, brethren, that he was the high priest, for it is written, Thou shalt not speak evil of the ruler of thy people.
Yeah, he didn't know he was the high priest. He knew he was up there. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't know he was the high priest. And I think this is talking about Caiaphas, I think. Okay. At this time, I think it's talking about Caiaphas, or is this might be after? No. I think this is after Caiaphas' time, because Caiaphas was the high priest during the time of Christ. So Caiaphas is probably dead by now. So it's probably a changing of the guard, you know what I'm saying? And then this the next high priest right here. Yeah, but now couple that with what Christ said though, when he said to turn the other cheek.
Right.
What did he do? He smacked the Apostle Paul. He said, you smited me, you know what I'm saying, contrary to the law. Now, if the Apostle Paul rose up and done something about it, you know what I'm saying, then, that's why the scriptures say, avenge not yourself, but rather give place to wrath.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? For vengeance is mine, saith the Lord.
Right.
And if you hop up and you take vengeance yourself, now you on your own.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. What you're saying is, I got this.
Right.
And the Lord will let you have it. Next thing you know, you be somewhere beaten to a bloody pulp, thrown in a jail with the rats, with them licking your blood. You know what I'm saying? Sitting inside that damn cell, wounded and naked, like I don't know what, and praying to the Most High for mercy that He gets you out of that situation right there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When you could have just went ahead and let the Most High go ahead and handle that situation, because He knows how to get somebody all the way together. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
to get them together so good that you be ready to pray for the dude for the Lord to stop.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Dead serious. You know what I'm saying? He do way better than what you can do. You know what I'm saying? You can find yourself, you know what I'm saying, calling this dude a whited ball. Wait a minute, he didn't smack you and everything, smack you in your face, and then you know, undermine your manhood, because that's what that is. You smack somebody in the goddamn face. That's what the hell that is.
Right.
And that's why the Apostle Paul said, "You smit me contrary to law." It ain't no law where you smack the shit out of somebody.
Right.
There's a law where you give lashes and stuff like that. That's still way more dignified than you sitting there smacking somebody in their damn face.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You know, and the only time we do stuff like that, we do stuff like that under the influence of who really runs the ghetto, which is black women.
Right.
She's the shadow government for real. She's sat that back there, and Will Smith, you know, Jada Smith sat back there, didn't say a thing. Will already know what she's thinking. They communicating like this. You know what I'm saying? He already know what she's thinking. He go up and smacks Chris Rock.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And she's sitting back like, yeah. And then he goes back, see, dude, keep my wife's name out your mouth. Wife's name out your mouth. He couldn't say it right. He couldn't even sound like a street nigga if he tried it. My wife's name out your mouth. He sounded like he ready to cry. You know what I'm saying? He was emotional all during the damn Oscars. You know what I'm saying? Just like some old woman, you know what I'm saying? He's sitting there looking like one of SpongeBob, and he was the SpongeBob character. Always got the watery eyes be tearing all up and shit. You know what I'm saying? He's sitting there through the whole damn thing like that. You know, you can't sit there and tell me that's a manly spirit right there. Right. Emotional and violence. That's not manly.
Right.
It's emotional and violent. Homosexuals are that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let's go to let's open it up with a scripture one good time. Let's go to Proverbs 26. Proverbs 6 and 26. The pink oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's
and he
right.
put your woman over you as your shadow government, your buffer class government. Right. You know what I'm saying? That you don't even see. And we be thinking, you know, a lot of times we think that the Christian pastor and the black leaders hold the power. No, they don't. They don't hold the power. They get overthrown all the time. I done seen it for my own two eyes. I done seen a whole church get overthrown by two little ladies. You know what I'm saying? Two little hard-head hoes overthrew a whole goddamn congregation. And you look at them now, they're non-existent.
Right.
Because of, as a matter of fact, it was the one out of the two started. One of them kind of fell back and went into something else, but the other one kept going with another accusation against them, and she wiped them out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? An ex-ghetto gagger on top of that. The ex-ghetto gagger wiped them out with a kid by Edomite. Right. Wipe that black male congregation out. Dead serious. Now let's see who's really running. The black community is a gynocracy. It's a hyena clan. Is what it really is.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? It's a hyena clan. It's we got the only ghetto. We got the only place in the world where the women are bigger than the men. You know what I'm saying? As far as stature in society and even in size. You know what I'm saying? We got the only community where you'll see a woman she's 6'1", 235 pounds. And her dude is 5'6", 140 pounds. Now, you sit there and them two get into it. You talk about men beating the hell out of these women beating the hell out of these damn dudes. They beating the smoke off of these men. I seen something that was so sad one time. It was a real light-skinned Judite sister. She was with this small light-skinned Puerto Rican brother. And I don't know what happened. I guess he got another woman, something like that. But he had long hair. She was swinging him around by his hair, throwing him on the ground, and she wasn't even punching him. She was just manhandling him just to the point to where he couldn't do nothing. She sat on him. He couldn't move. You know what I'm saying? Let me up. Let me up. She just sitting down on him. Serious. Had him by his ponytail. You know what I'm saying? I had a lot of the Rican brothers rock the ponytail. She had him by his ponytail, pinned to the ground. She didn't even have to put no force or nothing behind it. Just that solid big ass. This girl had a fucking this girl had a caboose on her, and if the booty could have just sat on her alone without the rest of her body, he couldn't have got up. You know what I'm saying? You know, and you know she's one of them sisters known for beating the brakes off sisters in the hood. She's the type of woman that nobody wants to fight, and she's the type of woman that everyone wants her to be her friend. Right. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Everybody will go ahead.
So like that, if you're not her friend, she gonna fight you.
Yeah,
right.
You're not her friend, she gonna fight you. But she's the type that you will want if somebody else is trying to fight you. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like I knew the girl in Louisville that my brother is real cool with, like that. Her name is Cornisha. This goddamn girl, boy, she scrapes up dudes. She scrapes up women. She used to be her dad used to be a loan shark, and she used to be a collector for him, for her dad, because her dad was big and tough, but he ended up eventually getting sick. You know what I'm saying? You know, so he couldn't make he didn't have the physicality to make the pickups. She would go do it. And this girl she didn't give a damn. She used to beat up, you know what I'm saying, her dude. You know, she beat up a girl at a gas station. She slammed her head she threw up all into the gas pumps. Damn, it knocked off the gas pumps out of the damn ground. She threw her into it so hard. She took the girl and said, "Kadoom!" I'm like, yo, kadoom into the next one. Kadoom into the car. You know what I'm saying? Bloom up under the car. Snatched her out.
That's crazy. That's wild.
Serious. And this is the type of girl that'll whoop 4 or 5 girls at one time. Her fists, you should have seen her fists. That girl's fist, and she's not really that big. She's just her bone structure. Her bone structure, she's only about 5'9". You know what I'm saying? But her shoulders and arms and her bone structure and the way she's put together in her head, like Mark Henry. You know what I'm saying? She's like a little small Mark Henry. You know what Mark Henry is, right? She's like a small version of him. Like, yo, man, the way they cut these sisters nowadays, man, I mean, damn, you know what I'm saying? Yo, this ain't natural. Right. You know what I'm saying? This ain't natural. This is a curse. This is a dead up curse. This is like the curse of the giants or something. You know what I'm saying? When you had Goliath's brother with 6 fingers on each hand and 6 feet, toes on each foot. You know, this is some mutation type of stuff. But what I'm saying though, you know, I'm talking about the women needing protection. Talk about Jada needs protection. She needs protection. Who the hell? When people need protection, they're afraid. You can always look at somebody and tell if they need protection. Right. You know what I'm saying? If you're in jail and you see the guy, he's real scared. He's not saying anything. He's just looking around like this. He's not trying to draw no attention to himself at all. He's eating his food in quiet. You know what I'm saying? Or in any type of institution or anything like that, or anybody that's been abused real bad, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times they're afraid of abused dogs. Greyhound dogs are way different than pit bulls. Greyhound dogs are always afraid. They don't do nothing. They don't bark. You have one as a pet, he'll sit right in the corner and let company come through. He'll go through because he know you and, you know what I'm saying, love you and this and that, but let you have company. Let you have some 2 people come over, he will go right in that corner and will not come out. You know what I'm saying? And you don't even know that he's even there. That's something that's been abused and needs protection. Right. We have the loudest, boldest women on the damn planet.
Right.
How can you need protection, but then you act the contrary of what it is that you say you need?
Right.
In reality, black women ain't afraid of nothing. Nothing.
Right.
Nothing. If you're afraid, you don't go to the club every night. If you're a afraid person, you don't click up with other girls to go to see who y'all can beat up. You don't do those things if you're afraid.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Only speckled out women are afraid in our community because they're afraid of other women a lot of the damn times, because either she's real pretty or something like that, or she has something about her, or the way she carries herself to makes other girls want to fight her. The threat ain't coming from the damn dudes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Dude meet a woman like that, he's like, hey, shorty. He don't even come at her like he come at the bold bras. He come at the bro bras, you know, like she come at him like a damn combatant. You know what I'm saying? But he don't come at her like that. She real quiet and gentle. They don't have no problems out of dudes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Unless they get into a relationship and start showing true colors and stuff like that, and the little bitch comes out in them, yeah, they gonna have some little problems there.
Right.
But you know, if they the type of ain't, you know, trying to, you know, start stuff, but then they talking about, you know, this spike in like Philadelphia of black women being killed, and they coming with these crazy statistics and stuff like that. But what it is now black women are starting to be held accountable. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is tired of, you know what I'm saying, women playing them against other dudes. You got to set up broads. She done set him up at the hotel. They done robbed him. Niggas is killing the dudes and the women now. They set them up. You know what I'm saying? And they're not letting the women run their mouth. The women is used to, you know, running her mouth to the dude, and then the dude being like, well, where your nigga at, shorty? And we're gonna handle this with your nigga. I'm gonna handle this with your nigga. No, hell no, they beating up the goddamn women too. They're not letting them get escape. And this type of situation is of the Lord. We act like the Lord ain't never did nothing to women. Read that Bible. Read that Bible. Matter of fact, a lot of the time, the Most High did the women worse than the men. Read Lamentations. What do you think that's about? The men got mercy because God killed them quick. You know what I'm saying? God killed them quick. And the Lord left the women alive to starve, to eat leather.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Left them alive to where they had to boil their own kids. Imagine what that did to their conscience.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They had where you know, a donkey's head went for like 200 shekels of silver. A damn donkey's head. You know what I'm saying? 200 shekels of silver is a lot of money. That's a lot of money right there. You know, but that's how that thing went down. You know what I'm saying? And the Most High starved them. And then the other time, in the time of Benjamin, you know, when the thing went down with the Benjamites, the Lord took out all the women.
Right.
Took out all of them. We got to consider this type of thing right here. You know what I'm saying? The Most High ain't no feminist. You know what I'm saying? He's not with that. He made man and woman. Right. You know what I'm saying? He's not no damn feminist.
Right.
You know, real talk. And he made that woman for that man.
That's right. And
she started going off on that order right there. Now she's setting herself up. You know what I'm saying? Because see, I done heard a sister pull a slick scripture on me one time. It was funny. I had to laugh. It took me about a whole 12 seconds to respond to it. Can you pull this scripture where it said, "I will not punish your daughters when they do whoredom"? Yeah, I think I need to give a breakdown on this right here. You know, hell, Jada Pinkett sitting up in there, rich as can be with alopecia. You know what I'm saying? Poor women usually have that, right? You'll be surprised at how many celebrity black women have that. And ain't no hair treatment that they spending millions of dollars on hair treatments and stuff like that too.
Right.
They going to everybody. They're going out of the country. You know what I'm saying? They going from the top hair specialists that you can find. Go ahead.
And this is the thing I don't get. A lot of celebrity women and celebrity men, they have their own hairstylist. So how in the heck you change?
He can't. The hairstylist can't do nothing with it. You got to have some hair to style first.
I'm saying as far as alopecia, a hairstylist should know like what's the the prescription for alopecia. If they
Yeah, but I mean, he could probably come with a prescription, but ain't no drug out there that's gonna make your hair grow.
Right.
They try that with men all the damn time. Male pattern baldness, Bosley, and all of that stuff. That stuff don't work, huh?
It's the Rogaine stuff.
Yeah, Rogaine stuff. Male pattern baldness is natural as a man having hair. You know what I'm saying? It's natural. It's natural for you to grow your hair, and it's natural for you to lose your hair.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Later on in life, it's just something that's been going on since the damn dawn of time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's no cure for that. You know what I'm saying? Just like there's no cure for puberty. You're gonna grow into it. You know what I'm saying? Your balls gonna drop. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get hair. You know what I'm saying? Your voice gonna change. It's gonna happen. It ain't nothing to, you know what I'm saying, to actually cure that. That's, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna happen. Yeah, it's part of life. You know.
So did you read the first movie Proverbs?
Yeah.
And then one in Hosea.
We can go to one of Hosea first, since we talking about this subject right now. Then we go to Proverbs.
I read that. Oh, yeah, but that makes more sense. I just read both. Yeah, right. Okay. I do the same. Hosea chapter 4, verse 14. I will not punish your daughters when they commit whoredom, nor your spouses when they commit adultery.
Now, she thought she had me with this one. She pulled this scripture. And there was some woman that was claiming to be, she wasn't in the school, but she knew, sisters in the school and everything. She was claiming, she's one of them self-proclaimed Israelite types, right? Now, when she pulled that scripture, then I had to let her know what it meant. I had to ask the question, then why the hell are women getting murdered right now? If that scripture is saying what you think that it means. Why a dude come in and catch his woman with another man and he blow both of them away? Obviously, she got some kind of punishment. You know what I'm saying? Why did she get AIDS? Why did, she get blue waffle? You know what I'm saying? Why did she get gonorrhea? Why did she get stabbed by that other woman? You know what I'm saying? Why did she get out there on the hose stroke and some psycho come and choke her out, right, strangle her with his tie,
right,
and killed her? They found her dead by a dumpster. Why did these things happen? Okay. Now, when the Most High said he would not punish your daughters for them doing what they doing, right? Because there were specific punishments for if a woman went aside from her man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A woman committed adultery, her and the adulterer got stoned.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? There were specific things that were to be done. Just like you had the law, which I'm going to go into that later on. You had the law where the priest, the woman had to drink the bitter water. You know what I'm saying? You had that ordinance that was set in play. If the daughter of a priest, if she played the whore, she had to be burnt with fire. That was the judgment for that, and it had to be carried out that way. You know what I'm saying? She was to be burnt with fire if she played the whore.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So when the Most High said he will not punish your daughter, he will not punish them according to the punishments that he laid out in the law. Right. But does that mean they will go unpunished? Hell no. Now they're punished by their own devices and by men.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
They're punished by the courts. You know what I'm saying? They're punished by diseases. They're punished by jealous spouses. They're punished by damn whatever the hell, you know what I'm saying? They're punished by their own kin people, you know what I'm saying? You know, I knew one girl, one woman, her mother stabbed her grandmother to death with a butcher knife. You know what I'm saying? I mean, really brought it to her while they were little kids in the other room, listening to grandma just being hacked to pieces. Now, was that the judgment that and they was in? You know how you have the grandma and the daughter fighting together and all that. You know what I'm saying? Now, was that punishment according to the punishments that the Most High said to do? No, it wasn't, because in those you were supposed to be brought out before everybody for this thing to happen, too. But this thing right here just happened, you know what I'm saying? She was butchered up, and then people found out later on, and now everything's taped off, you know what I'm saying? And then people wondering what happened. And then they find out later on what happened, but at the same time, they still don't know the details. But what they do know is, you know what I'm saying, there is a judgment. You know what I'm saying? You know, when the Most High said, "I will forget thy children," now you left up to what? The judgments of men.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not his judgments. You left up to the judgments of men. You want to fear men? That's what you got. The Lord turn you over to fear men. So now the thing that keeps you in line now is you don't commit murder because the cops come and slam you on your neck, and then next thing you know, you go and get 20 years. You know what I'm saying? And then you be judged by some booty warriors or some stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, you get in, you know what I'm saying, end up with the booty warrior. You know? And you getting it that way. You know what I'm saying? Getting the judgment that way. Or you go in there and you're a tough dude, and now they figure, oh, this nigga's so goddamn tough. They put 5 niggas on you with them damn shanks. You know what I'm saying? To get you all the way together, to poke more holes in you than a damn thimble. You know what I'm saying? Or you see you out there in the damn weight room thinking every damn thing's cool, and all of a sudden, boom! Somebody smacked you in your face with a goddamn weight and got you looking Korean. Got you looking like Mao Zedong. Should have flattened your whole goddamn face. You know what I'm saying? Broke every bone in it. You know, it's rough out here. You know what I'm saying? That's why the Lord just said he ain't say it's gonna make it easier on you. You know what I'm saying? Just because he's not gonna punish you according to his punishment. No, you're gonna get it rough, way rough. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna be confused and in derision, because at least with that, this makes a public display, and everybody can hear and fear,
Right.
and know not to do such. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's go to Proverbs 6:26. Speak oppressors of the devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians separate. Separate and save your soul. Your soul is your desire. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the main components of your soul, is your desire. That's one of the things that's being saved.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Is your desire being shifted from whatever it was to serving the Most High. Go ahead. Yeah. It's more? Okay, yeah, we can do that.
Nor your spouses when they commit adultery.
Nor your spouses when they commit adultery. Now, is Jada Pinkett punished? Go ahead.
Did you say ignore?
Huh?
Did you say ignore your spouses?
No.
I'm
reading from the top.
Okay.
Hosea chapter 4, verse 14. I will not punish your daughters when they commit whoredom, nor your spouses. So nor. N-O-R.
Yeah.
Nor your spouses when they commit adultery. For themselves are separated with whores, and they sacrifice with harlots. Therefore, the people that doeth not understand shall fall. That's
yeah. Will Smith is one of them of no understanding. And Jada Pinkett is not being punished. She's being rewarded by the women and simp dudes. You know what I'm saying? And see, here's the funny thing, here's the messed up thing about it, is she's fighting hard to destroy Will's image. And that's one thing that we always have to deal with as black men, is our women, even if it hurts themselves, they want to destroy our image. That's horrible.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? No women on the face of the planet think like that on any, about their men, because they understand that the way that they're perceived is directly connected with their men. We got the only women that think that that it's separate. You know what I'm saying? That we think that it's separate, and we think that she thinks that she's been sanctioned by Esau to do, all of this damn evil, and she gets praised for it. On The View and all of that stuff, she gets praised and all of that. And Will is cracked up under the damn pressure. Look at this super successful dude, cracked up under the pressure of The View. A bunch of hoes that ain't got not even 1/10 of the wealth that he got, all at that same damn table, but yet he's somehow influenced by them.
Right.
Right? He's influenced by them.
Right.
That's crazy right there. And why you gonna add everybody? You gonna pick Chris Rock to smack? I think he thought that helped pretty good.
Right.
Because if he smacked anybody else, you know what I'm saying, it'd probably been some serious problems, because a lot of them comedians and stuff ain't got really much to lose. Somebody like Corey Holcomb or somebody like that, somebody that's on the C list.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He don't know whether his career is gonna actually go up or down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So hell, you smack somebody like that, you know what I'm saying, he'd have probably cleared Will's grill out. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Imagine if he had to smack Bernie Mac. Bernie Mac would have smacked him hard like he did in that, what was that, Ocean's 11 or something? When he went through smacking people, Bernie would have smacked all of them. He would have smacked him back Independence Day. You know what I'm saying? But that is not brotherhood right there. And then doing that stuff in front of, people and all these white people and all of that stuff too. I mean, damn, he could have, him and Chris Rock was cool. He could have called up Chris Rock on the slide. Hey, man, kind of lighten up on the, you know what I'm saying, the go ahead. And Chris Rock would have understood that, because they were cool.
Right.
They had pictures together, all three of them. Go ahead.
Either my dad said we don't know how to act in public, so how you think they act?
Yeah, the thing about it is, though, Will Smith was one of their guys.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a little different. He's different. Right. He's one of their guys. But when it all boiled down to it, still nigger. Right. Well, he had a nigger moment. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it, Chris Rock is one of the type that got a lot to lose. You know what I'm saying? He's on damn near on Will Smith status himself. Matter of fact, he's on that you know what I'm saying. See, you got a lot of
pedestal.
You would have said that he would be on that pedestal?
No, is that what you going to say?
Probably not pedestal. Probably
I thought you should say level pedestal. Roster.
I'll say level of success, maybe.
Status.
Yeah, level of, there we go. Yeah, that's the perfect word. Status. Yeah, because he is on that level. You got people like Will Smith, Chris Rock, Morgan Freeman, and these are all older black men. Denzel Washington. Who else? Samuel Jackson. Huh? They're up there too. But I don't think that they're not on a level like what Denzel and them is really on. For one thing, Denzel, them niggas is on still dropping movies. Omar Epps, he's kind of into a mode of just comedy for real.
You said Omar Epps?
No, Mike Epps. Like I mixed the names up. He's kind of on a level of just really comedy for real. Yeah. While you got Denzel and them, these dudes is landing serious roles.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Morgan Freeman, and these dudes don't have to relinquish none of their, you know what I'm saying, manliness or anything like that. You never saw any of those guys in a dress. You know what I'm saying? Chris Rock has had on a dress before though. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, yeah.
But those guys right there is, you know, they high up there, the elite status, and they practice a lot of discretion. You don't even know who the hell they even married to. Yeah. Will, as a matter of fact.
His first movie, he got hit by a white man.
Yeah, sure was. Yeah. The white man had him in Missionary.
Was it 6 degrees
I think it's separation or something like that. Yeah, I think it's 6 degrees separation. Something
Yeah,
like
that's right. Yeah, 1993. Yeah, 6 degrees of separation.
And here's the funny thing about it, because in that role that Will was playing, he wasn't the one trying to get a role in the movie. He was the one giving people roles. He was the director that you had to have sex with him. If you thought you looked like something, you had to have sex with him in order to get on. He was Quincy Jones. You know what I'm saying? He was that. He played that role. Will Smith fell off for a long time. Anybody remember? He fell off for a while. You know what I'm saying? And when he landed that role, that dude's career exploded like old Orville Redenbacher popcorn. You know what I'm saying? His career took off. He made his kids gay. He showed how grateful he was. He made his son gay, made his daughter gay, his wife gay, himself gay. You know what I'm saying? Whole damn gay family. You know what I'm saying? And messed up minds straight up. So maybe, you know, he deserves a lot of what the hell he's getting right now, because somebody was saying that he's trying to leave. He was trying to leave because they were swinging too.
Oh yeah.
Will and Jada was swinging. Because I remember they were on a talk show one time, and the talk show host asked them, because they were talking about their open relationship, how they get down with other people.
Right.
And the talk show host asked, I can't remember who Will said he wanted to sleep with, but Jada made it known who she wanted to sleep with. You know what I'm saying? She wanted to sleep with Oscar De La Hoya. Remember the Issacharite boxer back in the day? She said out of everybody, she wanted to sleep with him. And I bet you they made that happen too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You even seen Oscar De La Hoya in a damn fishnet with some boxing gloves on like this. So he got down. You know what I'm saying? He got down himself. I strongly do believe he had wearing a fishnet. You know what I'm saying? Bodysuit fishnet. Like the women, the strippers and stuff wear. Like, yo, he definitely got down though. So you know what I'm saying? That's without question. If they can put you in that, you didn't got down and dirty.
Right.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
Proverbs chapter 6, verse 26. For by means of a whorish woman, a man is brought to a piece of bread.
By means of a whorish woman. What is a whorish? What makes a woman a whore-ish woman? Not quite a whore, right? She's whore-ish. What makes her whore-ish and not just a straight up whore? Yeah, I mean, just the same thing, but I mean, it's just, you know, it's a little factor inside there that makes her not quite a whore, but just as bad. Well, actually worse. Go ahead.
So, I would say, based on being a whore, in order to be classified as a whore, you have to do the actions of a whore.
She do all the actions of a whore.
Yeah, but I would say like just more like personality.
You got nice whores out there though that are way nicer people than Jada Pinkett, but they're just whores. But go ahead.
I would say, is it discreet?
No. A discreet woman, escorts are discreet, but they still whores. The streetwalker is not so discreet,
right,
but she's a whore just like the discreet one is. It is two, you know what I'm saying, two different sides of the, you know, same coin. Go ahead.
Now, I'm thinking more like personality based on what they say. How they say it.
No, the factor is the whorish woman is married. Somebody's claims her. She goes by someone's name when the other women don't go by nobody's name unless they go by the name of a pimp. You know what I'm saying? You know, but she is married. She has a ring on her finger. She has paperwork that says that she's, you know what I'm saying, married to such and such and such and such. So you really can't. So a lot of people really can't call her a straight up whore because she's married, and she'll say, "I married." I remember a Cuban woman used to say that she's sleeping with, you know what I'm saying, 2 or 3 dudes at the workplace, and she say, "I know whore, I married." That's the way she used to say it. With that ring, and she'll point to that ring. You know what I'm saying? She a whore. A whorish woman. She's worse than a whore. You know what I'm saying? I remember times that she gave a brother her phone number, older dude named Art, and dude ended up calling, and she's married to the Cuban dude. Was like, "What are you doing talking to my wife? What are you doing calling my house for my wife?" Dude knew that his woman was a whore, but if it come up in front of his face, don't tell him what he might do. And Cubans will gut you like a fish. You know what I'm saying? Cubans will stab the hell. They the nicest dudes you ever meet. Most of them are nicest dudes you ever meet, but you cross them the wrong damn way. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of them guys were, you know, knifers in Cuba. You know what I'm saying? Some of them even done hits before. Go ahead.
Yeah, I also said like Hispanics love hard, but
yeah,
when you cross them, it's a different
story.
They
do. It's they do. You know what I'm saying? Especially like Cubans. You know what I'm saying? They love hard. They love hard, and you know what I'm saying? They can lose their mind and shit depending on what type of dude that they actually are. Yeah. You know, some of us real nice and just won't do anything and just leave the whole situation alone. But you got others, I mean, hell, there's like damn Manolo and goddamn Tony in Montana when they first came to Freedom Town. You know what I'm saying? These dudes they didn't sit there to knife people for a green card. They didn't sit there stab people up for green cards and then stabbed up communists and stuff like that because they had a big problem with the communists. And some of them dudes were hitmen. You know what I'm saying? Some of them guys have done some things. Some of them were police officers in Cuba also. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't like no, you know, because Castro didn't play that. He didn't play like abuse and stuff like that. But they, in a political situation and where, you know what I'm saying, in a political upheaval and stuff like that, they will beat your ass. You know what I'm saying? They will beat that ass, you know. But, you know, by means of a whorish woman, a man is brought to a piece of bread. What Will Smith needs to do, the man's worth damn near $1 billion. Go ahead and cut ties with that heifer. You know what I'm saying? The way I see it a lot of the time, you find out what somebody wants from you, and you go ahead and give it to them. So you go ahead and destroy their ass. Get them on out the goddamn way. You know what I'm saying? The hell she gonna do with he get 400 million, she get 400 million. His credibility is still up there. Her credibility ain't going nowhere. Just start some funky ass perfume company. You know what I'm saying? With some stinky ass perfume that's only gonna last about 6 years before people forget about it. You know what I'm saying? And then just think about it. With the niggas that done ran through her, she come out with a goddamn perfume. Who the hell should want to buy that? It's like Erykah Badu coming out with a damn perfume when she supposed to put her box juice in it. Who the hell wants that?
Go
ahead.
Yeah, that sold out within hours in the first day.
So are you serious?
Yeah.
Who was buying that shit?
I have no idea. Yeah. She had incense that claims that it smelled like her box.
God damn, man, niggas is nasty. People nasty as hell.
Yeah, it sold out within hours.
Wow.
And the first day that.
And I know it can't be no men that's buying that.
Oh yeah, I would say both, the man and woman. Definitely.
But at the same time, only the woman can wear that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So she wearing another woman's box juice.
Yeah.
The same women that's quick to talk about download men and niggas being gay. Could you imagine a nigga put his damn nut crust in some cologne? Who the hell would buy that? Nobody would buy that. I don't give a damn how famous this damn dude is. But then if Erykah Badu half-ass crazy and then fuck half the industry, she get to put her box juice in some perfume. It's probably burning. Probably got some gonorrhea there or something too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Golly. Man, this is horrible. This is a crazy time we living in. You know what I'm saying? Now, let's get back to the scriptures, though. We got so many scriptures in so little time.
Okay. All right. Proverbs chapter 6, verse 26. For by means of a whorish woman, a man is brought to a piece of bread, and the adulteress will hunt for the precious life.
What do the adulterers? This is one key thing that men need to understand. They do all of this stuff for this woman, and they wonder why she's never satisfied. Mm-hmm. They wonder why she's never ever satisfied.
Right.
Because you're not giving her what she wants. What does she want?
It's like,
go ahead.
It's like it wasn't hours. It was sold out within 20 minutes after she dropped it.
Oh God. Whoo, man. This is insane.
Yeah. So 20 minutes, like when she dropped it, 20 minutes it was sold out.
Golly.
Yeah, it's just I like who would think of something like that, you know?
White people.
Yeah. Oh, there's some voodoo stuff. She probably on some voodoo, the voodoo, the box juice in the spaghetti.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Period blood in the spaghetti type stuff.
Yeah, down south.
Yeah, and I bet you every woman that wear that cologne, that perfume, is a big whore just like her. Yeah. She gonna spread her spirit, you know what I'm saying, out there.
Yeah. No, good night. You know, it was a lot of men and women. Like they even had, like, I believe somewhere online they showed the stats of who's buying it. Men and women were buying it. Good night.
The only women was wearing it, I'm quite sure.
Yeah.
So it all goes back to that woman.
Yeah, it wasn't cologne, it was incense. So, like, you know, incense. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Like
make it smell like the room smell like her box.
Good night, yeah. Probably.
Damn.
Could be.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Good Fish night. And frankincense. That doesn't sound good. That stuff does not sound good at all. You probably throw up.
Hey, that's crazy. Yeah. Good night. Like, you know what? I think about that one precept. In Isaiah when it says it says how Israel declared their sin, but of course it talks about Sodom, right, like Sodom and Gomorrah,
right.
But like that's still a precept we can use because it's like they just don't give a damn about how wicked they are,
right?
You know what I mean? Like right now, wickedness is glorified.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In the world, like you know, it's a famous song out there. I forget the name of it, but like it's this female artist. She's rapping about how back in the day she used to be a whore, and now she's owning up to it today. It's like that's not good.
Right, and there's no apology to the stuff. There's no remorse. It's really bragging on the whore she used to be, and to be honest with you, she's really still that whore.
Exactly.
She's got more money.
Yeah.
You know, she's a rich whore now.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You was broke, you was bust down, now you a classy whore.
Yeah, exactly. Guess, you know you're classy. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You're a rich or famous whore.
Yeah, now she's a whore that she can.
You leveled up in a whore.
Yeah, exactly. Now she goes from being a toy to buying boy toys.
There you go. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The sister said, Tasha Maya, she said, Salaki, sir, it's crazy that a woman can't fathom multiple wives but are okay with putting box shoes on themselves. Another woman's at that. Good night.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Good night.
Can't stand, hate another woman. Can't stand another woman. The concept of another woman being with her man, she just can't get that.
And yeah, I was just gonna add to what you and the sister just said. Like sisters have a problem with multiple wives, but not with multiple brides.
Right.
It doesn't make sense.
And you know what? They don't have a problem with multiple boxes for themselves.
That as well.
You know what I'm saying? Some of them only accept polygamy if they can get down too.
Disgusting. Right?
Yeah. They want to get down with the woman too. They can't have no fun and they don't want, you know what I'm saying? Now they don't want to have multiple anything.
Right. You know what too? I remember a little bit before I came into the school, I saw it was frowned upon, like lesbians and stuff like that, right?
Right.
And of course, you're a young man, you got hormones, your body's changing, you may like certain things, right? My thing is like being in the world, I just never like I don't know, like it's something that couldn't do it for me as far as woman on woman. I didn't know why, like I had to ask myself, like, damn, like is that normal? Like is that gay of me not to feel something when a woman is touch another woman? But like I remember, like a little before I came to the school, and I just said like something's wrong about that. Like I don't know how to explain it. But, like it just seemed weird to me, right? And I used to tell people, like someone asked me, like you must be gay. I was like, no, I was like I know exactly what I like.
I was going to say, just like when I first time I seen it was in the strip club.
Yeah.
When they was on stage getting down with each other, I'm like, man, this is bullshit. And the way that I see it different. I see it, them two getting down with each other. That's, what about me? You're trying to get down with another. One of y'all supposed to be trying to get down with me.
Right.
I don't give a damn about watching y'all with each other. What the hell that gonna do for me? I'm supposed to have me a woman over here. Right. You know what I'm saying?
So like in school, like I remember like in my home or like in school, someone asked you, so like you're not into that? I was like, not at all. They're like, dang, what's wrong with you? And I was like, ain't nothing wrong with me. Like, what's wrong with you? And I tell people like, you are battling homosexuality. They're like, I ain't gay. I ain't this, I ain't that. I'm like, you're battling homosexuality. Like,
yeah.
Now, you may not do nothing with a man, but I was like, let me ask you a question, right? Let me put this inside your mind. So when you see two sisters, right, and they messing around with each other, that gets you all excited, right? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, can you see your mother and your auntie messing around with each other? They're like, oh hell no, all that shit crazy.
Yeah,
well, how's that crazy? Because they're both sisters.
Right.
I said these women that you are lusting over who are whores, those are sisters. Whether they're related or they're not, those are sisters.
Right, exactly.
That's disgusting.
Right.
You wanna shame men. You want to shame men for being gay or homosexual. Oh, that's nasty. That's unnatural. What's the difference between these two women rubbing up against each other and doing all manner of disgustingness?
And here's the thing too, girl on girl in front of a dude is actually, an insult to that man. Is what it really is.
Thank you. I was just
what I'm saying?
That.
It's an insult.
Yes, it is.
You know what I'm saying? They rather you sit back. You know what I'm saying, hunched up like some damn chimp.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, stroking on your meat while them, while they getting down with each other and every damn thing. You know what I'm saying? The hell with that.
It's very emasculating.
Yes, it really is.
And it's very, moist.
And it make you look like some type of weak John or some, you know what I'm saying, some type of, it just makes you look real bad.
Right.
I done known dudes that, that roll with a bunch of women, these strippers and stuff like that. They'll find two of them that they like a lot, and the two will be in a lesbian relationship, and he think he gonna play third wheel. You know what I'm saying? And that's not how it go. He just got to spend that damn money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They want to go out to the steakhouse and eat. They call him up. He become food dude. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They want to go out to eat. They go call him up, and then they get more of their little friends for him to pay for all of their goddamn meals and his meal too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The hell with that.
Right.
But
yeah, but my family used to think I was weird because I'm like, nah, bro, like, you have a demon on you.
That's what that is.
You battle homosexuality. And I used to tell her, like, it's the same thing. A woman messing around with woman, a man messing around with man, it's the same thing. I don't know why, but people used to, I always say, like, no, it's completely different.
Yeah, no, it's not
It's
different.
not.
Ain't nothing different about that shit
If
at
you
all.
want to talk about equality amongst man and woman, the homosexuality is very equal.
Right, yeah, it is.
The sin is the same.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? And if you see otherwise, you are a hypocrite, and you're trying to deny that you are battling with lust, homosexual demons.
And they act like, down low dudes is spreading all the diseases and all of that. No, it's these sisters, they spreading it to each other.
There you go.
They hitting each other, you know what I'm saying? One day she stick her tongue out and it looked like a Velasic pickle.
Good night.
You know what I'm saying? Or it's turned green and got big bumps and stuff all on it. And she got to go to the doctor to get something done about that. You know what I'm saying? That whole lesbianism thing is, you know what I'm saying? It's pretty damn bad. She don't know what the hell that woman got in her box. You know what I'm saying? And then at the same time, too, you don't know what disease she got, because if she's sleeping with dudes and, you know what I'm saying, and women, she probably sleeping with something else, too.
Animals.
Yeah. I done seen a movie one time where the woman she slept with this dude that worked at the mortuary.
Mm-hmm.
And the dude was sleeping with dead bodies.
Oh, man.
And she got down with him and everything. And whoever you sleep with, you one flesh with that.
That's right.
He one flesh with the dead body. She one flesh with him, who's at one flesh with the dead body.
Yeah.
So she started rotting. And she's wondering what the hell is going on. She starts smelling real bad. You know what I'm saying? She started to decompose just like the body. Because she's in one flesh with it.
Good night.
So imagine, you know what I'm saying, a woman screwing a dog. You know what I'm saying? And the dude screwing the woman. He's, you know what I'm saying, all of a sudden he wanted to run around, he take a shower, he come out smelling like a white dude. He's like, you know what I'm saying? Yo, he's like, what the hell's going on, man? Right. He one flesh with the dog. He one flesh with the Rottweiler. Right. Now you wonder why he's instantly mad all the time.
Good night.
And he don't even want no vegetables, he just want meat. You know what I'm saying?
That's terrible.
He find himself crunching in the chicken bones and chewing them up like, what the hell? What's going on with me? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he one flesh with that dog. Just like she had one flesh with that dog. You know what I'm saying? And the two should become one flesh. You know. But let's keep going though.
All right. We finished off with the Proverbs, and let's keep going.
Oh. What verse are we on? Proverbs?
26.
Okay, yeah, it went 26, 23, but we pressed for time. Let's go to Ecclesiastes in the Apocrypha 30 and 18. The peak oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
And I still got a whole host of scriptures left. Huh?
That's right.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Ecclesiasticus chapter 30, verse 18. Delicates poured upon a mouth, shut up are, what's it like?
I think it's delicate meats, I think it is. I think.
No.
Oh, what did it say?
So like delicates poured upon a mouth, shut up are as messes of meat, set upon a grave.
Right. Pretty much saying the gifts that you give unto an ungrateful whore.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Delicates, whatever it is that you buy, it's not going to make no difference.
Right.
You know how they say, though, a real man, what he would do is he would make sure that she's always happy. You ain't going to make no whore happy. Stop it.
Right.
Cut that out.
Right.
You're gonna damn kill yourself trying to make some whore happy.
Right.
You know? And she gonna cheat on you with somebody that ain't doing none of that.
Right.
Somebody that's not giving her that. Oh, what did that dude buy Jada Pinkett? I wonder. That guy, what's his name? The one that she slept with?
Some officer I seen in the right.
Yeah, yeah. What do you wonder what he buy? Nothing. And they sat there and put it like, well, if a man ain't paying this and ain't paying that, and she cheat on where he wasn't doing his responsibility, he wasn't doing, you know, a lot of these women want two men. They want the provider man, and they want the back blower. I'm just keeping it how it is. You know what I'm saying? They want the man that loves her, and then they want the man that dogs her out and treats her like trash from the street. Right. She want both. She like that conflict.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She likes that, the yin and yang. You know what I'm saying? She likes that.
Right.
You got a woman like that ain't got her head on straight. She wants two dudes at the least. The other ones, all the other dudes is about the vanity. A lot of them want 5 dudes. They want the food dude. They want that guy that they can just call up for food. They want the dude to pay their cell phone bill. You know what I'm saying? You know, and this is talking about just the women that ain't got a lot of money.
Right.
You know, Jada Pinkett, she don't need none of those kind of guys. She don't need the mechanic. She don't need the, you know what I'm saying, the walking ATM dude. She don't need him. You know what I'm saying? The only thing she needs is the, you know, the dude that doesn't love her. The dude that dogs her real tough. That's the type of guy that she wants.
Right.
That's why she got with, you know, her son's friend. You know, trying to keep up her youth and trying to keep up with young women, which is another nasty thing that a lot of older black women do. They want to keep up with their goddamn daughters. They jealous of their daughters, a lot of them.
Right.
A lot of them real jealous of their daughters.
That's right.
Because the daughters is like a younger version of themselves.
Right.
And they remember how hot their stock was when they were that age. And now so they trying to do all of this stuff, trying to keep up, just like Jada Smith's mother is jealous of her. But see, they're becoming good friends now. It's awfully funny because they weren't friends when she was young and set it off and all that.
Right.
They wasn't friends then. You know what I'm saying? Because she saw Jada as a younger, hotter version of herself. She didn't want to be friends with this heifer. Huh? Jada Pickett's mother.
Oh,
to be on the show, the views look just like her. You know what I'm saying? And then when Willow come of age, now the mother gets cool with Jada Pinkett now because Jada Pinkett is now going through the same thing with Willow as what she was going through with Jada.
Right.
Now,
so like I honestly, the grandmother, Jada, Willow, all of them are all destroyed.
Yeah.
I remember that Red Table Talk when pretty much Willow had, you know, talked about how her grandmother taught her how to masturbate.
Whoa, are you serious?
Yeah, no, it was live.
Hell, she probably taught Jaden too.
Yeah, so you know, it was just very, very disturbing to hear that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Willow had to be only, I think, 8 or 9 years old, and you teaching a child, you trying to tell a child how to express it. Like, come on, I don't know.
Yo,
I mean, an 8 and 9 year old should not be thinking of things like that.
And she put that in their head.
And you know, as you know, Willow is, you know, bisexual.
Right.
Supposedly, you know what I mean?
And
like,
Jaden is too.
Yeah, Jaden as well. You know what I mean? He got a lot of weird stuff going on with himself as well. You know, but it's kind of crazy because like everybody who is a Smith is just destroyed. Now, too much that I don't hear about is the oldest son.
Right.
Yeah.
What's his name? Trey?
Yeah, his name is Trey.
Yeah, he's by another woman. He ain't by.
Yeah, he's by another woman. But you know, I like what he does as far as his music. You know what I mean? Yeah. But he seems like somewhat normal. You know, kid so far.
Yeah, and a lot of times that stuff depends on who the mother is. Too,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, the mother.
Yeah, Will is not there.
No, he's not. And as a matter of fact, I think Will was buck breaking Jaden.
Man.
In them shows, he would notice he was always hugging, kissing all of them in public in front of everybody on them talk shows.
Yeah,
that was a buck breaking tactic right there.
Yeah.
And notice he was all trying to get away from him and everything. Right. He grabbing him up. You know what I'm saying? That's some prison house stuff right there.
At this point, I ain't surprised.
And see,
nothing.
and notice here's the strategy behind that is to keep doing that all the time until he start yielding. You know what I'm saying? And giving in.
Yeah.
Then the sexual stuff start.
Right.
That's messed up. You know what I'm saying? That's why by the time he was 14, 15, he wanted to chop his rod off and get it pickled. You know what I'm saying? Put it in formaldehyde.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, so all of this stuff, I don't feel sorry for Will Smith with none of this stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Happens. I mean, you know, coons are made to be hunted.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
All you think you're just gonna be just a coon and everything, and nobody come for you. They came for Whoopi Goldberg. You know what I'm saying? And she didn't even say nothing. You know, nothing. She didn't even mean what she said in no bad kind of way because she know how to play the game. You know what I'm saying? She know how to play the game. She's been in the game long enough to know what to say, what not to say. You know, not to talk too much. You know what I'm saying? Because you get caught in your many words. You know. But when she said the Holocaust wasn't about race, she tried to pull that same garbage up on the Jewish people as what they pull on blacks. You know what I'm saying? They say slavery ain't about race. It wasn't about race. It was about economics, and we don't even. It ain't even no uproar even coming from us, and we know that's a damn lie.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We know it's a lie.
Right.
They'll sit there and say that, and then they'll say the Irish were slaves, and this and that, and we consider it. But we get mad if somebody say the Mexicans were slaves, though. But the Irish, we'll say, oh yeah, see, there were white slaves. See, there were white slaves. You know, Irish and the Scottish and the Italians, they were all slaves. But you say the Mexicans were slaves? Oh hell no. Even though they was just in cages just a couple of years ago.
Right. Still out.
Oh yeah. Oh, they keeping it on the low now.
Right.
Yeah, they ain't getting no. This Ukrainian stuff done took over all of that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All right. Yeah, that's another topic that I want to get on too. I don't want to stay on the whole Will Smith. You know what I'm saying? Chris Rock. What was his name of that movie? The Pursuit of Slappiness. Yeah, I don't want to stay on the Pursuit of Slappiness too much longer. I mean, we driving that point home. One thing that I do want to get into, though, while we still got some time, is this whole Ukrainian invasion thing. This with them coming over to America. You know what I'm saying? Now let's look at the difference of how the Haitians had to come here from the way that the Ukrainians come here. You know what I'm saying? Both refugees, both in a time of peril in their own countries. One gets greeted with whips on their back.
Right.
The other one gets greeted with hugs. And what's so messed up about it, you just seen something on.
Not just hugs, gifts too.
Gifts.
Loans to get
food,
homes,
shelters. Yeah. They just play. They make it sure. And you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna kick black people out of houses and everything to make sure that them Ukrainians have a place to stay. Right. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna kick blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians out of houses. As a matter of fact, I got the prophecy right here, right in front of me. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna kick blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians out. And the Native Indians already got it bad enough before this Ukrainian bullshit. And this is going to be one of the main states where they're going to be bringing them back. Right here, in Minnesota, out of all the places that they can sprinkle them people out, they're going to bring them here. You know what I'm saying? And then they done passed a anti-lynching bill. So just in case they get into it with somebody like the Chinese or anybody or blacks, blacks really, we don't even bother, foreigners like that. For real. We leave them alone. We stay in their own lane for the most part.
Right.
But here's the thing about it though. When they start kicking blacks out of these places and shit, blacks is gonna get mad because we know why they're doing it. You know what I'm saying? We know why they're doing it. And it's some evil stuff that they're damn doing.
God.
Matter of fact, let's go to Job 24. The pink oppressor's the devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
And he look out for his own, so we need to look out for our own.
Right.
How in the hell can every race look out for their own, but somehow, you gotta ask a Christian, either you're right and they're wrong, or they're right and you're wrong.
Right.
It's no middle ground to that. You believe you should help everybody. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else believes that they should only help their own. And then if somebody else need help, they give the residue of what came from their people, that don't hurt them as far as expense wise, and maybe give a little something to somebody or whatever.
Right.
But what we do is, first damn thing, our people be in need. First damn thing we thinking about is everybody else.
Right.
You can't survive that damn way.
Mm-hmm.
So either they're right and you're wrong, or you're right and they're wrong.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And if you believe that you're right, then why don't you preach that to them and tell them how to do things right? Tell the Ukrainians not to worry about Ukraine, worry about everywhere else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Give and ye shall receive. Tell them, give out of your, what they tell black people, give out of your need. Ain't that what they tell black people?
Right.
Give out of your need. If you got $10, give that $10 out of your need. And they'll gobble that little $10 up like it ain't nothing, and you just act like you never even gave it.
Mm-hmm.
Next thing you know, you starving for the week, can't afford your box of noodles. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You gotta go hungry all week to
Right.
try to steal. And first thing too, as soon as you ask them for something, first thing they're gonna do, go right into the books. Oh, you ain't gave us nothing. I just gave y'all niggas $10 just the other day. Well, we don't have that shit on the records. And he's the one you gave it to. He don't even remember you. Right, that's horrible.
Job chapter 24, verse 1. Why? Seeing the times are not hidden from the Almighty.
Yeah, times ain't hidden from the Almighty. Everything that's going on now is gonna happen before. It's all a pattern. You know what I'm saying? Times are not hidden from the Most High. Everything has a time. Everything has a season. Everything, you know what I'm saying? The Lord knows right when a nation's judgment is coming to the full.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To bring them down and to wipe them the hell out.
Right.
You let them get swollen fat, you know what I'm saying? And then pop them like a bubble.
That's right.
And bring them all down. Everything, seed time, harvest. You know what I'm saying? We all confuse those seed time, harvest, and seasons and all of that stuff because the Most High gave them when he said he should think to change times and laws, just like he just changed daylight savings time.
Mm-hmm.
He should think to change times and laws, and they should be given into his hand for a time and times and dividing of times.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So now we're all confused agriculturally.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We work in third shifts. We work in second shift into third shift hours. We going in at a daytime, you know what I'm saying? We going in at a nighttime and getting off in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Every damn thing is just all out of whack to us. The ozone layer is messed up. They got a GMO the foods. You know what I'm saying? Scientists is now making your cabbage. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Why, seeing times are not hidden from the Almighty? Do they that know him not see his days?
Right.
Verse 2. Some remove the landmarks, they violently take away flocks and feed thereof.
Yes, don't they do that? Didn't they do that to us? Didn't they do that to the sharecroppers?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't they move the landmarks? They sat there, and as a matter of fact, moving landmarks is one of the reasons why it was kicking off World War III. You know what I'm saying? Because what was NATO trying to do? NATO was trying to move the Russian landmarks
Right.
sneakily.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To set up their forces and to keep inching their way inside Russia. All of a sudden, Russia looking smaller. Like, wait a minute, hold on. We got more land. All of this ain't no damn Ukraine. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no Ukraine. They trying to expand Ukraine against Russia. So yeah, it makes sense for Russia to go to war with Ukraine. It makes plenty sense.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because what are they doing? They said they already sanctioned Ukraine to go to war against Russia, to be the damn spearhead in this thing because of where they sit. You know what I'm saying? They sat right on the border of Russia. So what other place should you attack them from, right?
Right.
They give support from here, there. Beef up their military real tough. You know what I'm saying? Give them all the supplies that they need. That's the only reason why they're able to stand against Russia like they are right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That was the plan all along.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Is to beef up Ukraine so that Ukraine can be a formidable foe against Russia. You know what I'm saying? At least be the spearhead. And once Russia breaks Ukraine, Russia's forces will be depleted. So now NATO will be strong now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? NATO will be strong enough to seek to finish off Russia. Or at least Russia will be made weak enough to where China will not want them as an ally anymore.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they will lose China and lose everything that comes with China. So now they're undone. You know what I'm saying? Now NATO can effectively be able to attack the weakened forces of Russia and take it over and be able to stop their Russian bank and be able to shut that down, because you got like 3 or 4 of those. The one, of course, you got the one that the SWIFT, which is ran by NATO and all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? The World Bank and economy, but then you got the Russian version of that, which was established in 2014. And China has one. So that will be knocking one of those out the box. You know what I'm saying? So now they will have China to worry about. You know what I'm saying? Because if Russia gets too weak, then of course they're going to drop Russia as an ally. That's why it has to be damage control in this thing too. You know what I'm saying? This is this is war. You know what I'm saying? This is a tedious type of thing right here. You just can't go all barbaric and bistro. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? You have, how to say, who go to war without considering the cost. You know what I'm saying? You have to consider the cost. You can't always do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? But think about it. If they, they done already took over the capital city, right? Kyiv?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that is a strong point on Russia right there. You take over a place's capital city, that's like somebody coming and taking over Washington, D.C.
Yes, like I think they kidnapped the mayor of that city.
Dang, for real?
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, that guy, the comedian guy. He used to be a comedian.
Okay, I didn't know
Who
that.
did they made the mayor or governor or something like that? That was a good move.
Yeah.
That was a good move right there.
I said, how in the hell did they manage that?
Hey, I seen, so I knew it was gonna be, they was gonna bring hell down on that Kyiv place. I knew they was gonna bring hell to it because they was right at nipping at the door. You know what I'm saying? So you know what they gonna do next. They're gonna start bombing first.
Well, I mean, it's already happened.
Yeah. I mean, I was just kind of rewinding of what they would do. You know what I'm saying? And hell, obviously this guy ain't that damn important to NATO for them to not to give him the type of security that he needs to stop him from getting captured.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They look at him as collateral damage. Now you see where he really stand at.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's somewhere in a Russian jail telling jokes. You know what I'm saying? Got him nabbed up, but that's a hell of a move to take to capital city like that.
Yeah, I mean, that's like kidnapping Joe Biden, Donald Trump.
Yeah,
you know
exactly. Now, now with that happening, that gives Ukraine a reason to blame NATO. You know what I'm saying? And if Ukraine blames NATO and and sides with the Russians, and then Russia ended up letting the president go and restore him back to his position, things could get ugly.
Very ugly.
Because, you know, this whole war done reached the borders of NATO.
Right.
And they mess around and start beefing up the other way to attack NATO.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that will make China bolder. Now China will be like, you ain't telling me a goddamn thing about me supplying Russia.
Right.
You can't tell me nothing. Okay, go ahead.
Sure. Verse 3. They drive away the ass of the fatherless. They take the widow's ox for a pledge.
Ain't this the stuff that they do with the ox? You need the ox to plow your field, and then they drive away the ass because you can ride on the ass. What they do to take your cars,
right?
You know what I'm saying? The cars that you need to go to work with, they take them and repo.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Verse 4.
What they gonna be doing now? They're gonna be taking your ass and your ox and giving it to the Ukrainians.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure. Verse 4.
And the ox is like your truck.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
They turn the needy out of the way.
Yes, because now what are they going to start doing? They're going to start to refuse government assistance to Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. That's what they're going to do because they're going to try and give it all to Ukraine. You know what I'm saying? So, and they're not going to give them the bare minimum of things. They're going to make them fat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They getting that $2,000 a month food stamps per family.
Right.
While they're going to cut your $162 down to $139.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that they can have $2,000 per family. Much access. You know what I'm saying? Much access. That's what them foreigners get. The Somalians, the Arabs, all of them get $2,000 a month. That's why you go to the food stamp office and who is it full of? They didn't give, you know, they give us the title of EBT, but every time you go in our first damn thing you see is a bunch of Africans and Arabs and stuff.
Right.
You feel like a stranger inside there. You ain't seeing the people you know. You ain't going in there and seeing the people. You lucky just to see one person that you know, somebody black that you know, if you go into any food stamp office.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Why do you think they got in that chart with that list of all the different goddamn languages? You know what I'm saying? And then here's the thing, they got translators all throughout there. So when you're dealing with somebody, a lot of the times you got to deal with somebody that don't even give a damn about your plight at all. And it'd be a bad time to go in there and now try and get food stamps with all the Ukrainians up in there. They're gonna look at you like you out of place. What the hell you doing here? They the ones need help, not you. You know what I'm saying? They looking at you like that.
Right.
You know, that's why niggas be going off when they go into the damn food stamp office and stuff like that. Yeah, that's why a lot of black people be going off when they go into different places.
Right.
You know. You know, we can go ahead and open this book right. Second, pick a person the devil that the Bible speaks of. Okay, yeah, verse 4. They turn the needy out of the way. The poor of the earth hide themselves together. The poor of the earth, think about it. What happens? You form homeless communities. You know what I'm saying? That's what it means by the poor hide themselves together. You form these little communities and everything and form these little cliques to make sure that nobody tries to steal rob from you and stuff like that, and everybody pooling and sharing resources. You know what I'm saying? That's why it says here that this is what we see today. This is what we see today, and we're gonna see more of this stuff with the Ukrainians and all of them coming here, because there's a lot of them coming here. You know what I'm saying? And when World War III really starts to crack off, say it hits Poland next, then there's gonna be a lot of Polish people coming here. You know what I'm saying? Because Poland is this stuff hitting right on the border of there, and then Poland is getting so many people, you know, that's inside their borders that they have to get some people out of there. Think about this for a second. You got all of these Polish people that are pouring, I mean, all of these Ukrainian people that are pouring into Poland. But then you got if you listen to this, you got the Polish, the Ukrainian people pouring into Poland, right? But the Poles are pouring out and going to Ukraine to fight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you got all of these able-bodied Ukrainians, though. You know what I'm saying? I can see if it was just a bunch of old women and old men and children and people with, you know, that were crippled and things like that and had stuff wrong with them. But no, a lot of them damn dudes look like MMA fighters. You know what I'm saying? Dead serious. They look like big old hokey MMA fighters and damn powerlifters, the metrics dudes. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
The MetaRex or whatever you call it, where they be powerlifting and all that. A lot of them dudes look like that. And then at the same time, too, you know, the Ukraine is one of the top places for neo-Nazi combat training. I think it's one of the top places on the earth for that. All of the devils here in the United States that have these militias and all of that stuff, they go to Ukraine to get their advanced training. You know what I'm saying? But then they scare it up and want to come to America and want to run to Poland and all that. Come on, tough guy. What happened to all of that? You know what I'm saying? Krav McGraw and what a damn joke! All that Krav McGraw and all of that. How you kill somebody with a damn cigarette butt and all them tricks that they know, man. What's up with all that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They behind it, run to America. You should have seen the damn train. The train is like this, and the crowd next to the train is like that. You know what I'm saying? To try to get on the train. Like, yo, full of big old young Hulk-looking dudes with necks like this. You know what I'm saying? It looked like two-legged ox. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's scared ass trying to get on, trying to get on top of the train so he can ride to get out of Ukraine. And then they're such cowards, though. They leaving Ukraine and running into Poland, like I was saying, running into Poland, but the Polish is going to fight Ukraine to fight.
Right.
Why ain't you linking up with them? It's just like, shit, we getting our numbers up now. No, they running into Poland to go and hide.
Because it's like, I mean, I think it was reported like 3.2 or more million had, you know, they pretty much left Ukraine.
Right.
I mean, with all the bombings, all the killings going on, they left ASAP.
Right.
And they're now, once again, passing through the borders.
Ooh, and just think about it for a second. You got black people that's trying to go over there. Let you get caught by them damn Russians and you black. Man. You coming from one of these countries, any of these countries, European countries, man, America or whatever, to go over to fight with them. Oh man, they gonna torture you something horrible.
Right.
Just for being so stupid.
Right.
Just for being stupid, Putin's gonna have you tortured. Putin is a 007 dude.
Right.
He's a KGB, and you know what KGB, they experts in torture.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He got a whole torture team up under him that makes Saddam Hussein's torture team probably look like a damn, you know what I'm saying? Look like a goddamn little league football team or something. You know, so they gonna be putting the bamboo up under your fingernails. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be thumping your balls. They gonna They're gonna be hitting the head of your rod with hammers until it swell up this big. Oh man, they're having some like mushroom.
That's it.
Ooh boy.
That sounds like torture.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna mess around and hit your toenails with hammers. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna do all kind of evil drills in your knees. They don't even know that. Pulling niggas' teeth out real slow. You know what I'm saying? One by one. And then they're gonna be torturing you with questions. They're gonna do the psychological torture stuff on you too.
Yeah.
They're gonna do the one drop of water thing. Where they strap you down, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, that one drop just hit right there every so many, and they put you there for days, and you're gonna go damn nuts. You're gonna go crazy as hell, and every damn drop within a few hours is gonna feel like a damn, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody just saying going,
Right.
like, man, you this is what you signing up for.
Right.
You ain't gonna get it quick and easy.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Especially if you don't let you run over there and try to get sniped.
Right.
Ooh-wee. They catch you, you just need to take that suicide pack and just get that thing over with. You know what I'm saying? Because they catch some black sniper over there, man, you gonna be in a lot of trouble. You don't have trying to have Negro hair, you don't like you having braids, or they gonna scalp your ass over there and keep that as a trophy. You're gonna be taxidermed. You know what I'm saying? So you're a fool if you try to go over there.
Right. Right.
The hell with that.
It's like if I may, there's been a lot of videos that's been surfacing around the internet about the Ukraine. Like, okay, black people are praying for Ukraine, right?
Right.
But you know, there's videos of black people in Ukraine being attacked by Ukrainians.
Right.
You seen those
Yeah.
videos?
I can imagine.
Yeah, like the most famous video, like you saw the video too, where the black dude's getting attacked. He trips and falls on the ground, and the Ukrainian dude kicks his head like a soccer ball.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! When I tell you, it was like my blood boiled. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I wanted to jump through the screen and help that brother.
And
there was so many Ukrainians just
Right.
jumping on these. You know, was it one or two black people?
There was two of them waiting.
Yeah, it's like two of them. You know what I mean? Like just man, the brother slipped and fell, something like that. Got knocked down. Man, the white dude kicked the shit out of his like kicked his head like a soccer ball. Like I can try to find this video.
And here's the funny thing about it though, because the Africans ain't trying to go over there to fight.
Yeah.
And see, here's the thing: when they denied them Africans from getting on the train, them African countries had something to say about that.
Yeah.
They got something to say about it right now, and they ain't even the countries that ain't even Nigerian. They got something to say about that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They got something to say about that because these were Nigerians. Them Africans are sticking together behind that. You know what I'm saying? They putting aside their personal beefs and everything, and they like, you know, you doing this to Ham. Because Africa's got an African Union.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's unified of Ham. And some of the only countries in Africa that ain't in that union is like Morocco and Libya, and those are Arab countries. Now, that's the reason why they ain't part of it. That African Union is about Ham. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, Ham ready to go ham in World War III. You know what I'm saying? That's what that's all about. But let's keep going. Okay, on verse 5.
Job chapter 24, verse 5. Behold, as wild asses in the desert, go they forth to their work.
Because homeless people have jobs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's the poor of the earth, you know, huddled together. The homeless people, they gotta have jobs too. They work in the temp services and things like that, you know, and getting off of the temp services and going back to the tent cities, you know, stuff like that. They all rise up, they have their coffee, you know what I'm saying, and warming it up over the bonfire, you know what I'm saying, and they getting up, you know, going to work.
Right.
And then coming back, you know what I'm saying, but they don't make enough money to have a place to live.
Right.
You know, go ahead.
Time. Rising the times for a prey.
Rising be times for a prey because the police is swarming around everywhere, and there's police spots them and know that they homeless, you know, homeless Native Americans, homeless blacks, homeless Mexicans, you know what I'm saying? So they watching them, right? And it says they rising up every morning. They rising up knowing good and well that the police can come and nab them the hell up. Right. And trying to lie and say that they did something, that they robbed something, you know what I'm saying? And then at the same time too, they can murk them and nobody care about them because they're homeless.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They figured they could do something to them and nobody know they're gone. Go ahead.
Time. The wilderness yielded food for them and for their children.
The wilderness yielded food for them and for their children. The wilderness is the place of uncertainty.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Wherever you're in a place of uncertainty, you ain't got to be in the woods or the Mojave Desert or nothing to be in a wilderness. All you got to do is be in a place of uncertainty, a place where you really don't know where your next meal is coming from. You know what I'm saying? And it said that is yielding for food for them, just like the scripture where it talk about the woman was nourished for a time, you know, a time divided times and hidden from the face of the serpent. You know what I'm saying? You know, go ahead. This is where your jobs and stuff come into play at. Your jobs, your EBT that you have. Why are you homeless with $162 on it? You know what I'm saying? And you got to stretch that out for the month. And it's like 5 or 6 of y'all with the same amount. You know what I'm saying? And all of y'all pulling y'all's resources together. You know, making some chili and making all types of, you know, coming together, making a feast and everything, and trying to make that stuff stretch out for the month. You know, showing brotherhood. Go ahead.
Verse 6. They reap everyone his corn in the field.
Yeah, everyone, because all of them got different. A lot of them got different jobs. A lot of them work at different places. They reaping their own. They go get their paychecks or whatever. They go get their little drink. You know what I'm saying? They go get, you know, they go get their cigarettes and all of that stuff. And you know,
and they gather the vintage of the wicked.
And they gather the vintage of the wicked because they just get that little bitty paycheck cut while the companies get rich off of this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The companies get straight up rich. Go ahead.
Verse 7. They cause the naked to lodge without clothing.
Yes, they cause the naked to lodge without clothing. For one thing, they can't even afford to buy new clothes. And then they're shutting down a lot of the thrift stores.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That is evil. In poor city places where people poor, they need things like you know, places where they can get a $3 pair of pants.
Right.
You know, where they can get a hoodie for $2.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But here's how evil evil Esau is. You got rich Edomites that go to thrift stores and buy the stuff that they like, right? They're rich. They can afford to go to richer places and get clothes, but no, they like what the thrift store has, and they go buy that, knowing damn good and well that the poor man can't afford their clothes.
Right.
So now, not only does he not have his own clothes, because everybody try to act like rich people are so damn smart. You know, I remember hearing all the time, yeah, rich people, see, they so smart. They just know how to save money. They know, and they shop at cheap places. They, you know, that's how they save their money. And they just so smart and so brilliant. No, they're greedy.
Right.
Because how smart is it? How you gonna run a society where your poor people and aim towards having your poor people naked? If you rich, you are part of the running, even though you might not be in politics or anything like that. You are responsible for how this thing is running.
Right.
You rich.
Right.
And if you going down and buying the, you know, the cheap clothes, all the poor, the stuff that the poor man should be wearing, you know what I'm saying? But then he can't afford you buying your clothes and his too.
Right.
To put on your funky ass. And leaving him to lodge naked. You can't run no damn society like that. That's very poor governing. And if you're a rich man and you're like a CEO of anything, you are a governor. You have to govern things. You have to govern that company.
Right.
So all your governance skills and everything has to spill into the city and how you run things, how things are ran outside of your corporation.
Right.
Because that's what you are.
Right.
You're a ruler. And that's what rulers do. Rulers rule. Rulers think on how to rule. Rulers think on how to rule effectively. You know what I'm saying? How the rulers, a good ruler, looks at the people and see how the people are actually doing. But they're so goddamn callous, they don't give a damn. They'd rather have them locked up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not about what you got and how much you got. It's about what you do with it.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You rich as hell, you doing the wrong damn thing with it. You might as well not even have it.
Right.
You know, so that's why I said the wealth of the wicked is laid up for the just. Because the just is going to know what to do with it. The wicked don't know what to do with it.
Right.
The wicked will starve you and then go buy a $270 million yacht. You know what I'm saying? Starve you half to damn death. And the rich, people say, no, you can't just be crapping on people just for being rich. Yeah, the hell you can.
Right.
Yes, you can. Because when you do practices like you got $200 trillion, billionaires, just imagine if some billionaire is worth $50 billion and he decided to give $1 billion to the poor blacks in the inner cities of Chicago and everything. How are the other billionaires gonna look at him? They're gonna sanction, they're gonna do to him what they try to do to Putin. He ain't nothing but a rich man. They're gonna try to do to him just like they're gonna blacklist him. You know what I'm saying? For how dare he think to ever take any resources from the rich and give to some people that are poor. How the hell he gonna think he Robin Hood?
Right.
So that go to show you that they all are evil.
Right.
That shows you that mindset right there shows you that they're all evil. I don't give a damn because you got so many damn poor people out here that defend the rich. You know what I'm saying? And demonize the damn poor. You know, I remember arguing with one brother. The brother said, "How you just gonna say all rich people are evil?" Well, when you ask them, are any of them turning any of that money over to anybody that's poor? Any poor blacks? You know what I'm saying? Who built this country? Who offer their forefathers slave labor? You know what I'm saying? They have gotten rich, and the descendants of the slaves are poor. Now, if somebody was to think sensibly, man, look, man, I need to go ahead and just give, $1 billion, you know what I'm saying, to these people right here. I need to go ahead and give $1 billion to the ISUPK because they seem like they the type that will handle this the right way. They're not like the other leaders. They're not like Al Sharpton and all of them who will gobble up everything for themselves and just fatten up themselves.
Right.
These people actually do things with, you know what I'm saying? So why can't I give this to them and let them do something with that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And get some of this slave guilt off my conscience. You see what I'm saying? Because the guilt is there. They're just taught to ignore it and to embrace it and to be angry with the victims for blaming them.
Right.
They're trained to do that. You know what I'm saying? To feel that the world owes them nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or that they owe the world nothing.
Right.
Rather. Okay. To feel that the world owes, that they owe the world absolutely nothing. But at the same time, they'll tell you owe your country. You know what I'm saying? You poor, and they'll tell you the world owes you nothing, which is a goddamn lie. I don't let nobody just crap on me.
Right.
The world does owe me something.
That's right.
They'll say, well, they ain't gonna pay, regardless of whether somebody say they're gonna pay or not. You still owe the damn debt. I can sit there and say I ain't gonna pay the goddamn light bill. Does that stop me from owing it?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? No, it don't stop me from owing it. And one day they will cut out the lights. You know what I'm saying? I can be as delusional about it as I want to.
Right.
But when I'm sitting in the dark with candles, then I'll know, my thoughts didn't really mean nothing on that.
Right.
I still owed. So when the Most High cut the lights off in America because they ain't paid the goddamn light bill to the slaves, you know what I'm saying, whose back that they beat. All right, let's pull the last scripture right quick. Okay, verse 8.
Verse 8. They are wet with the showers of the mountains.
Wet with the showers of the mountains because they have to go, but when it rains, what the homeless people gotta do? They go find some shelter somewhere. They gotta go get up under something. You know what I'm saying? Let's skip down to yeah, go ahead. Yeah, the second part.
And embrace the rock for want of a shelter.
Yes, embrace for rocks for want of the shelter. You're getting, by abandoned houses, things like that. You know what I'm saying? All of this Job is seeing this stuff this day. You know what I'm saying? Well, we seeing the manifestation of what he's talking about from way back then.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's skip down to we'll close out with verse 11. This is a deep one right here, you know what I'm saying? And all of us have done this, no doubt.
Verse 11, which make oil within their walls.
Which make oil within their walls, because these are the companies that you go work for. My mom literally made oil within their walls. She worked with a place where they make a lot of cooking oil and stuff like that. And for them damn rich Amalekites, they go in there. It's owned by a bunch of rabbis called AKA. It used to be Golden Brands, but they go in and then they be like blessing the oil and stuff like that, putting on some type of stupid, you know what I'm saying, rabbinical Jewish show. Right. You know what I'm saying, to try to make everybody think that they the holy people and they supposed to be blessing the oil like they anointing the oil or something. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But here's the thing: it said they make oils within their walls. But go ahead.
Which make oil within their walls and tread their wine presses and suffer thirst.
Now tread the wine presses. What is wine supposed to be good for? What is wine supposed to be? It said they tread their wine presses, means they the one that's making the wine. Right. Just like in California and all that, you got Issachar and all of them winemakers down in South America. You got Israelites over in Spain working in big old vineyards in France and all of them places where they make wine. They got niggas treading the wine. You know what I'm saying? While the devils do, the bottling and all of that stuff and get all the glory for the sweet vintage of 20, 25, 30 years old.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But in reality, that doesn't match with Negro feet. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the way that they make wine in the old days. You got to have your shoes off.
Right.
You have your shoes off, and then you stomp. You know what I'm saying? You stomp the grapes, and it has this vent thing, and the grapes smash, and all the juice go down in the vent, and you just do that all day long, mashing those grapes, producing all of that, you know what I'm saying, grape juice, and then they go through the fermentation process, all that good stuff, the bottling and so on and so forth. But it's Negroes, that's what it means to tread the wine press. When it said Christ's garment was like one that tread the wine fat, right. Because that was like it's going to get all down here. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be thick inside your stuff like blood. Right. Because you're doing this all day long. Right. You know what I'm saying? Mashing and mashing. But go ahead, read that again.
Come, which make oil within their walls, and tread their wine presses, and suffer thirst.
And now think about it, you pressing the wine, but yet you suffering thirst. You ain't drinking of the wine. You know what I'm saying? You making wine for somebody else, but you not sitting in. And wine is supposed to have to do with relaxation. Right. Once you done sat there and they got wealthy, you know what I'm saying? That's why you got some Spaniard, you know what I'm saying, on the bottom. Right. Now see, he's drinking the wine. He's not suffering thirst. Right. One Carlos Rossi, you know what I'm saying? All of those different dudes, Juan Valdez, you know what I'm saying? These are Spaniards that are sitting there just, enjoying while the Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are suffering thirst, because you got to go back home after all of that, you know what I'm saying? And you got to drink you some cheap wine. You gotta drink you the wine to make your head hurt. You know what I'm saying? While you sitting there mashing wine is $150, $200 a bottle.
Right.
And that's before they even start the aging. You know what I'm saying? Before they even start finishing out the aging process,
Right.
some of them bottles is gonna get up $500, $600, $700. Sometimes a stack. You know, they just had a big bust not too long ago of them wines. Oh my gosh, it was a racket. That stuff was better than it was more lucrative than the dope game. I mean, they was pushing these bottles was $1,000 a piece, and they was stealing. It was down in Kentucky. They was taking them damn bottles with certain names and stuff like that on them, and people was buying cases of them for $1,000 a bottle. We're buying cases. You know what I'm saying? And they went up. I mean, someone was knocking 20 grand a bottle. You know what I'm saying? While the people that's mashing those grapes, you gotta sit back and go home and drink some Wild Irish Rose. You know what I'm saying? You gotta drink the wine to give you a headache, make you and your woman start arguing. You know what I'm saying? And you suffering thirst because you're poor, you're damn dehydrated, you're drinking the worst water it is out there. You're not even getting hydrated and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's a rough life. While you sitting there producing millions and millions of dollars for these goddamn people. Right. With that being said, we have ICPK on 1 West of the 25th Street, Harlem, New York, the Commander Jenny Ahana. Pay your tithes, get ready for the Passover coming up April 15th. It's going to be a loaded week that week. It's going to be a bunch of events. It's even going to be a fishing, you know, brothers is going to be fishing. Where they say, oh, black people don't fish. That's garbage. I mean, well, if you're going to come up with a stereotype about people, at least make it real. I mean, damn, they just come with the most ridiculous stuff it is out there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Black people love fishing.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? I love fishing so goddamn much. I taught myself how to do it. No, I ain't have nobody even teach me, huh? Yeah, I was 12 years old. Caught my first fish. I fished this damn big, and I fried it. I cooked it and ate his ass too. It was about as big as a 50-cent piece. I caught about 5 of them. Bluegills. I caught about 5 of them. Hey, I gutted them, you know, so like a surgeon too. You know, they little guts and everything. The bladder was real smart to make sure I ain't bust the bladder. You know what I'm saying? Maybe old Huckleberry Finn fishing rods. Okay.
Clap it up. All right. Security announcements. We are the ISUK, start at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves to the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry tithes, which is a commandment, Numbers 18 through 21. Malachi 3, 8 through 10 means tenth in the Hebrew, my Asherah. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest funds, we will offer for priests, not mandatory, whatever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations or high holy day. As you know, the Passover is coming up. We got less than 2 weeks. You know, April 15th, which is around the corner. Can't wait. Lord allow every brother and sister makes it safely, and you know, of course, destroy that past demon that is, you know, around, present, as we all know. By any means, get to the Passover. All right. Whether you end up broke, whatever the case may be, one arm, one leg, with no head, all right? Make it to the Passover. For any zone that you are in, if you having lack of issues with funds, lack of transportation, contact the camp leader in your zone, all right? Otherwise, if anyone wants to be a trooper in the school to start wearing all black, boot, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. With that being said, I majum upon your hakodam, which means to rise or stand and face the east. All right? I want everyone to repeat after me. The Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Abanav, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayat, Shemka, Yahweh, Malach Watka, Taba'ah, Ratazak, Hayat, Aisha, Waratazah, Kawa, Hayat, Bashemayim, Nathanav, Lakum, Ko, Yawam, Wasalakanav, Kabawakyanab, Kasalakanav, Kabawakyanab, Wala'ah, Taba'ayanab, Vanasaya one, Abo, Harashayanav, Mayan, Ra, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Wa'ala, Watapara, La'alam, Aman, in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, Yahweh. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us of our debts as we forgive our debtors, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Amen. Bless Israel in Hebrew. Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Barak Lanav, Mayasha'al, Wahabayah, Sapari, Barak, Rapa'ah, Magun, Hagun. For those that are on social media, say the name of loved ones once. Everyone would repeat the name once. You can start off in the room. All right. Israelite School UPK. ISUPK Minnesota. Yahweh. Yahweh Shai. Angels. Generals. Captains. Officers. Troopers. Students. Sisters. Children. All of Israel. Anybody in the room?
ISBK Minnesota.
ISUPK Minnesota.
All ISBK.
All of ISUPK. ISUPK Minnesota. Amungabar. All UK schools. All of Israel. All UPK. Desiree Davis. Kudas Ayan. Tarak. Amungabar. Kanagabar. All of Israel. Anybody else? Kawa. Ainawa. Izara. Sapara. Makawana. Yapa. Shara. Tazayah. All of Israel. Marakapa. Dashamaywa. Anybody else? Salaki. Kwan Ya'ala. Ba'ashem Yahushua. Tawada Aman. In English, Lord, in the name of Yahushua, bless us in Israel. In the school, bless Heal, Shield, Protect. Loved ones. In the name of Yahushua, thank you. So be it. Blessed are you, Yahweh, King of heaven and earth, and all things living. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shah. Listen to us now. Right now. See evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the heathen that speak against us. Thy prophets, the teachers, the princes, the priests, the Israelite brothers, in the school. See evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the heathen and shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel that refuse to give to the school. Force their riches to enter thy sanctuary. Sent you to curses and punishment and destruction to the Edomites and the nations and the drug dealers, the court system, the prison system, Planned Parenthood, all the governments of our enemies, everlasting the gods and armies, Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, skinheads, House Comitatus, the gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, workers of witchcraft, Nazi space program, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street, open up the internet, and the airways, the cable access channel, and the radio channel. Convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us and bring swift destruction to all the heathens that stand in the way or try to stop us from broadcasting your word throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues, cause it to go to and fro through the earth and consuming it. Let the plagues take the house of the thief and the murderer. Let Yahweh Shah, Michael and Gabriel, come down to flying saucers and punish all the heathens that come up against us as we speak thy word. Cause we know about all. That is the angel that done it. Cause it spread through the media, throughout the whole world. Cause him to shake out thy coming. In the name of Yahweh Shah. Thank you always. So be it. Sorry. In Israel, Majid, my Shabbat, Majid, Barak, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah Barak. All right. Courtesy salute to the sisters. Sorry to the sisters, wherever you are at. If there's any sisters in front of you present, you want to start meaning turn towards them. To the brothers and sisters who are online. All right. I'm in Israel, Amajim, my Shabbat, Amajim, Barak, Yahweh Shema, Thabah Shem Yahweh Shah. Majim Class dismissed.